Instagram's beating Facebook, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What's happening, everybody? It's yours truly, Mike Marino, live from my mother's basement. I'm very excited with my guest on my show tonight because this is the first show of the new year. Okay, this is January 2. Hope everybody had a great New Year's Eve. You went out, you got drunk, you had fun, and everybody's already going after their New Year's resolutions, and you're going to stick to it. I know I'm not going to stick to mine, but I'm going to do the best I can.
I am.
A lot of wonderful, great things going on already starting here in the new year. So I'm so happy to introduce my first guest of the new year, 2019, who came down to the basement happily to be part of what I'm doing, and I want to be part of what he's doing, because wait until you find out who this is and all the shit that he's doing in the acting world, in this crazy business that we're in. And he happens to be Italian. He decided to come down and hang out with me in the basement. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk. We're going to bullshit for the next 40-somewhat minutes. And look at how fast everybody's writing into the show. So I will get to you. If you guys got questions for the show today, or you want to say something, take your time. I'll get back to you as fast as I can. Happy New Year, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, this young man who is on my left, or maybe on the right on the camera, I really don't know. He's not only an actor, but he's a producer, he's a writer, he's a director, he does it all. I know him because of the industry that we are in. I'm a fan of his work. I've seen him in many movies. I see him around my hometown of Scotch Plains from time to time. And most recently, I was actually lucky enough to be the host of the Golden Door International Film Festival in Jersey City, New Jersey last year. I'm hoping I get to do it again this year. And without further ado, actor, this is Gary Pastore in the basement, everybody. What's up, buddy?
Hello there.
Thank you so much.
Pal of mine.
Pal of mine, which everybody who knows that it's from, the Honeymooners, the original funniest show on earth that actually takes place on the East Coast. I'm sorry, the East Coast puts out the best shows. So anybody wants to ask anything about what's going on in Gary's career right now, because I want to shout out right immediately. I'm getting all these waves to everybody. I'm trying to want to ignore everybody, but see all the people who are writing in, and they're all saying stuff right now. Very
nice of you to write in. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Gary is on the TV series on HBO called The Deuces. One Deuce. Deuce. The Deuce.
Listen, they call it The Deuce after 42nd Street. Times Square used to be known as, in cop lingo, it's called The Deuce.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, and even the derelicts, the criminals, and the gangsters that were in the Deuce area, 42nd Street, used to now call it The Deuce.
All right, so then we
don't know that, so I have to give you a history.
Yeah, give us the history.
Otherwise, you think it's about somebody taking a deuce.
They have to drop it.
And that's not a good thing. I wouldn't want to work on a show that's knowing about taking a dump.
Well, what exactly is going on that show? You've been cast now for how many years? And tell us a little about the character, the horse.
Oh, Matty the horse and
Yeah.
yellow. Matty was a gangster that was from the Genovese crime family, a true gangster. He very famous guy. He actually won a Purple Heart in World War II. He stormed an enemy encampment and saved a bunch of Americans. So he got a Purple Heart. He got injured. He got out. He wound up working at the Brooklyn Navy Yard with my dad. They both worked at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. So my father knew Matty, and they both worked for Albert Anastasia. Now the weird kicker is that I play Albert Anastasia in 2 films. And now I'm playing Matty the horse in this one. So it's like the circle. Do you see how cosmic that is? That's pretty cosmic.
Well, it's actually really extremely cosmic and unbelievable, because you're actually playing a character that existed.
Right.
And you're familiar with the people from real life.
Yeah. Not that I'm
right.
Gangsters don't live in
No.
we just.
Scotch Plains is more like witness protection.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody knows anything.
Nobody knows anything. A lot of Italians live here.
There's a lot of Italian people in this town.
People don't realize it. This is a big Italian neighborhood.
Right.
We have a feast across the street that rivals the San Gennaro feast, don't we?
Yes.
The St. Bart's feast?
St. Bart's.
Come on.
Italian festival.
It's Italian festival. Puts San Gennaro to shame.
The feast is at the end of every summer. It's fantastic. You go there, you see your high school friends, you see your friends from a long time ago. You come home with Zablers. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
And all the Italian people around this area, they are hardcore Italians. You got a street over here called Cook Avenue. Go figure.
Yeah.
Cook.
Yeah, Cook Avenue. Yes. You know, and they're all from the same town.
Yeah.
And if you don't come from that town,
you can't join the Italian club.
You can't join
down
the
block.
Italian club.
I can't join.
Imagine
I'm in
that.
Bruzzese. There, what is it, Mondazzoles?
Yeah, Mondazzoles.
All right,
my
well,
parents are from. His family's from Campania.
yeah.
So there you go.
It's a whole different breed of Italian. We have different dialects. Some of us say sauce, some of us say gravy, and it's a whole big fight. But you know what? We're all having a lot of fun. Right now, you got some of your fans writing into this show. See over here, you got the Crazy Hab fan. He wants to say hello. Richard Hoyne saying hello. Marks. Nick, how you doing?
Hey, everybody.
Look at that. We have a real, true actor on the show tonight, and he was telling us about the history of the title, which I did not know. I didn't know Deuce, the Deuce, meant anything about Times Square.
Yeah, sometimes I think the title may be off-putting. Like, people don't realize what it's really about. I mean,
So
honestly, until I worked on the show, I didn't really know that 47. Or maybe I didn't, I forgot. But it's not something that I would.
No, it's not from my generation either. How is Times Square the Deuce?
42. The 40 Deuce.
Oh, all right, all right.
That's what the cops in that area and you know, the denizens used to call 42nd Street Times Square the Deuce. So that's what it's about. It started off in 1978, the first show. Was it 78 or 72? Could be wrong. Maybe 72. The first season was 72. Last season was 78. And now this season going forward is going to be 1985. So it's going to have that time period on how when Giuliani came in and he cleaned up 42nd Street.
Wow.
But it is about a lot of sex and prostitution. And you're a clean guy, so I kind of expected that. You're not a dirty comic. I figured that maybe it's a little.
Maybe I don't have HBO.
Maybe it's
I don't
a little
know.
over the top for me.
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. I've seen a couple episodes, especially because I wanted to see Gary's work. Gary's work is fantastic, okay? Not only is he a great actor, but he's also very funny. There's a scene, I don't know if we can, but we're going to send some folks to your YouTube channel, but I don't want to spoil it, but he's in a cab car, and he's the cab driver. He's done a lot of work, and it is absolutely so well done. And at the end, when he becomes a different person, let's say, within, it's such a surprise that I can't blow for the people who are watching the show right now, but we want them to go there and see it and laugh and enjoy it for themselves. So what's it like? I mean, who's the director and who's the rest of the cast on The Deuce?
Well, my first season, I worked with Roxanne Dawson, who is a pretty famous director. She's out of Hollywood. Most of the directors are from the West Coast.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I don't know. They come on. You know, it's not like The Sopranos, where most of the directors were from the East Coast. When I worked on The Sopranos, most of the directors were.
Well, you would kind of think maybe a New York show would have New York directors.
Yeah, you would think. Like Alan Taylor, who directed a few episodes of The Sopranos, is now directing Game of Thrones. Usually HBO directors kind of stay with HBO.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Alan's a great guy. I like working with him. In fact, little secret, Alan Taylor's doing the Sopranos movie called The Saints Newark.
No kid.
Yeah. And I tell you what, David Chase picked a good guy because he had that down pat on The Sopranos, I think, anyway. That's my opinion.
You know, being Italian, being from New Jersey, being from the so-called area, and being in the industry, how could you not be a fan of The Sopranos? And I know a lot of my friends out there, my fans, like watching the show that I do, Make America Italian Again, which is basically a spoof on every mob movie you've ever seen, because that's what we're doing. We're making fun of it. And
I'm in all of them.
Which is great. I know. Right. And if we play our cards right, we got to the basement, maybe we can get them to be in my web series, because it's fun. We're having a lot of fun. It got picked up. We got a lot of sponsors. We're doing stupid, silly shit. Nobody's getting hurt. No. And to have good actors come on the show and start acting silly and funny, my audience starts going, hey, wait a minute. That's Gary Pastore from The Deuce.
Well,
what's he doing?
You got to understand something. It was hard for me to get here. I had to walk here.
Right.
I could walk to Grandma's basement because I only live a few blocks away. So it was very convenient. Besides the fact I like him, he's a really fun guy.
I'm a good guy.
He's a fun guy. He's a funny guy.
Listen, we got to do a shout out right now because we're live. Emilio DeFabio is saying hello right now. And Emilio, grab that bottle over there. Hey, Jitterbeep, I hope you're watching. We're drinking your wine.
Oh, this stuff is like heroin. Where'd you get this stuff? Oh, my God. No, it's
We have this bottle.
very delicious.
Him and his friend Cam, they come over and they bring homemade wine from around the corner. These are true Ginzalones.
Tastes like feet. Do you stomp the grapes?
His family does.
Got a little feet taste, but it's good. Very good. No, I'm
Oh,
only kidding. It's delicious.
like a really good, typical bunch of Italian guys are sitting in the basement. I thought it would be great since I had some leftover cookies from New Year's Eve, and I wanted to serve them to Gary so he'd feel at home. So as you can see, we got a nice dish, a paper dish, which is extremely old school to be in the basement, with a lot of cookies from a nice Italian family.
Nice, but can I ask you a question?
Yeah, man.
I look malnourished.
No, you know,
I don't look malnourished. Right?
no.
Do you realize how fat I feel from the holidays? Do you understand that I don't even like food anymore?
Yes, I do.
I really feel like
I'm
don't
going through
like
this.
food anymore.
I'm going through
I
this. shit right
hate
now.
food. If you can imagine,
Fuck
I
food.
ate so much shit between December 20th and New Year's Day that I don't like food anymore. I don't want to eat anymore. I think I'm just going to drink.
You know, I understand this completely because
Look at this bar. I got
Yeah.
a full bar behind me.
we could drink
I even
anything.
think
here.
this could be possibly like in Amsterdam. He's all got all these little trinkets. What is that? What's going on over
I
here?
smoke weed.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That makes you happy. It also makes you hungry.
Yes, and we don't eat anymore.
No, I know, and I don't want to eat anymore. No, but this is pretty good. This
Let me
one.
ask you this question
Go
too
ahead.
while we're on the air. The Italians, when we do go over everybody's house, we have to eat. You can't walk out of somebody's house without having something because you'll
Yeah.
insult them.
Exactly.
And the older people go, what do you
Have a
mean? My
piece of
food's not
candy.
good? You don't like that? You don't like my food? You can't walk out of this house without having some. I actually brought some cannolis too. I never really was a big fan of a cannoli. I'm a Zapala guy, but I brought them too because it came from somebody else's house. So not only do you leave without insulting them, you got to take some home. I got Tupperwares. We get it in the tinfoil. Now
You
you
asking me now to take this home?
I'm not-
I'll give it to the kids. I'm not eating any of this crap. I'm telling you.
I'm feeling like him. We
Wiped out.
ate too much, but you know what? February comes, we start eating again. It's right now.
now.
Right now we're on. Look, here goes Emilio. Did you sign the release form to drink my homemade?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't say it. Why am I going to fall up the steps? We are in the basement, you know.
Emilio, if you got nothing to do and you're hanging around, you know where I live. Come on. He came in the back door. He's never been here before, but like a true Italian from the neighborhood, he's banging on the back door. And I'm telling my friends upstairs, I go, who's banging? Who's banging? You come in the back door.
I'm in the back door. That's where some back door man came from. That's a good candy. Yeah,
Christmas,
in it.
Christmas Eve,
Hmm.
what does your family do?
Eat. A lot of fish.
All right.
I cooked.
Oh, really? No kidding.
Mhm.
You're the cook?
Yep.
Oh, that is badass. I could cook, but I don't. Because on Christmas Eve, I'm allergic to fish. I got to go someplace else. I leave the
Kidding me.
house.
What? Thin fish or fish?
Anything that comes out of the ocean.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, shit.
Oh, somebody's calling.
Fucked up the whole day.
We're back.
We went to a commercial break.
Hmm.
So you make the fish then, you?
Yeah.
No kidding.
No, I made what did I make this year? I made grilled octopus on the backyard. My neighbors, I know they looked at me because I got the barbecue going and it's in the wintertime. I put the octopus on the grill. I cut it up. I made salad.
His octopus is not calamari, right?
It's a little tougher, but I know how to make it untougher.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I can't even think.
You know what it is? The octopus comes to me, thinks he's tough, but I show him.
You show him who's the boss.
I show him who's the
That's
boss.
disgusting.
Take the octopus. No, it's not disgusting. It's delicious. I take them and beat the crap out of them. I throw them in a pot. And I found an old secret. People don't believe it. I put cork in the water. You know, cork's in the wine. I
Yeah.
put wine cork in the water. It's supposed to soften up the octopus.
Really?
Yeah. And it works.
Who thinks
And it's delicious. I just put a little lemon on it, garlic. Come on, who's with me? Who likes octopus? Who doesn't like the puss?
Listen.
Come on.
I don't need that kind of pussy.
Oh my! I thought this was PG.
It's Marklin from Scotch Plains. Hey, Marklin, how you doing?
Hi,
Nice to
Marklin.
see you. If you're free, you
Got
want
a
to come
Scotch
down the house.
Plainsian.
We're down
Come
here.
on over.
He's got a great show where he would act. That story he's talking about.
No, Gary.
Gary.
Don't mention
Finding
his
Wolf.
name. No, it's
Gary Pastore.
you can mention his name.
Isn't he really
I love
good?
him. Yes.
Don't you?
No, he's a good man. I don't see much of him. He's supposed to come out.
We got a
fishing.
request.
What?
Would you say the word Yugoslavia?
Yugoslavia.
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 Yes, you see, people think that we talk weird.
Why? What's wrong with Yugoslavia?
That's right, so Yugoslavia.
So what's wrong with that?
I don't know.
That's the way you say it. Who asked that?
It's so much agreed. Hey, look, somebody said you an octopus.
See? Puss.
An octopus.
Who doesn't like a puss? Did you see the wine? Look at this. I went to the store.
You brought this over.
I brought this over. I thought it said Marino. Okay? Because I can't see, I didn't have my glasses on. It says Marno.
Marno.
All right? But I was close.
That's the closest I'm going to get to having my own one.
But I bought it for him because I thought it said Marino. What can I tell you? So,
Hey, check this out. Let's do this right now. Here comes some Warrior fans. You're watching Gary Pastore from the TV series on HBO, The Deuce.
yeah, we didn't finish talking about that.
Hold on. We're going to hold on to his character.
Right.
Everybody out there in Chicago, thank you so much for writing into the show right now. I appreciate
nice.
that.
Nice, the land of Al.
We're coming out to Chicago February 2nd. I'm performing at the Arcadia Theater February 2nd. So tell everybody out there I'm back on my way. And thank you so much. And I'm glad that you are hanging around with Uncle Louie from the Uncle Louie Show because we love those guys and we drink their coffee for coffee. We're going for coffee. Now, I was talking to these are comedians and they have their own coffee. It's called For Coffee. For coffee. Now, I thought they were saying, hey, I'm going out for coffee. But in Italian, the word fa is make coffee. So this is make coffee. So the older people would say, a for coffee, which makes me think they're saying fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. That's what he meant. Anyway.
It's like the Fakawi Indians. Where the Fakawi? Right?
Where the fuck are we?
Where the fuck are we?
That's hilarious.
Isn't that hilarious?
Where the fuck are we?
Where the
We're in
fuck
the
are we?
we're in the basement.
We're in the basement.
We're in the basement.
I'm looking at a cookie tray that I don't want to look at.
Well, why don't we finish up you telling us all about the Deuce? We'll move on to some of your other projects, but I do want to hear you talk about how you make a fish at your house because that's really fantastic that he does that.
Well, because I have to keep the tradition. And family comes over, and I got my family. My sister knows how to cook very well. Actually, everybody cooks really well. It's just that I don't want to travel on the holiday. So if you want to eat, you come to my house and I'll cook for you. Otherwise, I'm not traveling. I stay put. So
traditionally, I don't know if it's Italian or Catholic, but on the night before Christmas Day, Christmas Eve,
it's more Italian.
We were always having the seafood, which was the 7 fishes dinner. But because I've been allergic to fish my whole life, my mother made me broccoli and gavadillos, or broccoli cavatelli, if that's the way you want to say it. And I went upstairs and I ate it so I didn't have to sniff the fish. Then the next day when people were coming over, that's when my aunt and uncle and everybody was down here back in the day when it was packed with people.
We had lasagna and marigold,
everything.
And everything, and then you left. And that's the problem. Like I said, I was so full. And New Year's came, and I'm eating again. Then New Year's Day. Well, yesterday we had Chinese food.
And you got
that's like a tradition because I wasn't cooking anything yesterday.
Chinese food.
I did. I got Chinese food.
Now we're back in the basement having homemade wine and some cookies.
The wine is very good. I'm not having any cookies. I really am. I have a New Year's Day. I'm trying to watch, Although the horse is supposed to be a big guy. That's where the name the horse came from because of its physique.
Yeah.
So I can't be married a pony. I got to stay kind of in the horse kind of physique. I tell people I can't wait for the role. Look, I grow my hair for the role. This comes off, but I grow my hair for the role. In fact, this year they're going to age me because I'm supposed to be in my 60s. Okay. And I'm nowhere near my 60s right now.
No, in his 40s.
Well, no. Yeah.
Folks, you've got to watch Gary in this show, The Deuce. He is a badass. I mean,
HBO Sundays
at what time?
9 o'clock.
Well, 9 o'clock here on the East Coast.
We're over for the second season, but you could probably catch it on HBO now or HBO in the future. Back to the Future or HBO back in the day. I don't know how it works, but it's on. They have the repeats on.
It's a fantastic show. His character is badass. I've watched him time and time again in his on his YouTube channel. Of course, I get to see his personal acting work, his reels that he shows people in the industry, and it is just badass. So,
Well, thank you.
what else you got going on in the works in the entertainment?
There's a comedy out right now you can watch on Amazon Prime called Who's Jenna, and I play a CEO, and I showed you a little clip of that when I had the itch. It's comedy.
I didn't even know that was from Who's Jenna, but I saw the movie back
Bill Savino's in it.
a few years ago when it premiered. Well, I don't know if it premiered there, but I saw it in the Golden Door Film Festival.
Oh,
with
yeah,
a bunch of different people who were actually in the movie.
That's right.
And the movie is about.
It's about a CEO who's a bit of a prick, and he's kind of prejudiced, and he's just got some issues, and he's got a gay guy working for him, and one of his investors in the firm is a male porn star, and I want him gone and out of the corporation. And I asked my underling, who played by Bill Savino, his name is Jonathan Burke. I asked him to fire him and get rid of the gay black guy because I don't want him there.
All right, but the movie Who's Jenna is basically about Jenna Jameson, or has
it's about Bill Savino's character. He dates a girl, Tracy Birdsall plays her, named Jenna, and she looks like the porn star Jenna Jameson. And Bill Savino's roommate, who's Joey D'Onofrio, who's nuts, he's obsessed with Jenna Jameson, and he thinks that she looks like Jenna Jameson. It's crazy romp, and your buddy Victor Bentetto's in it.
The actor, the comedian.
Comedian's in it.
Fellow comedian from
Lenny Finito's in it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's a fun movie, so watch it. It's on HBO Prime. And what else I got coming out? Oh, Appalachian, about the Appalachian meeting. And I play Albert Anastasia, and I'm going to be in The Irishman. And guess who I play in that? Albert Anastasia. Yeah, that's twice.
The Irishman.
So you're going to see me get killed in the barber chair a couple times.
Let's do this real quick because you're getting into more fan mail. Right, you see over here, love the show, Marty the horse, Matty the horse.
Yeah, no Marty.
That's just some writing. So shout out, that's Tony Novello.
Thank you, Tony Novello.
From Scotch Plains as well.
Thank you, Tony.
And his kids were on the show a couple of weeks ago, and they're in a band called Clean Sweep. His kids are only 14 years old. You guys remember the episode? They came down here, they played the instruments, they let me sit in and we'll play with them. But now you're watching, of course, Gary here right now, and he's getting some fan mail. So, Tony Novello, thank you so much for watching his show. My love to you and the family. Happy New Year to Mike and everybody. And I told you, man, I get celebrities to come down the basement, and I feed them wine from Emilio de Fabio.
That tastes like feet.
Yes.
No, I'm only kidding. It's very good. Very tasty, actually. I don't usually like homemade wine. This is
a good one.
The problem is not regulated. You can't regulate the alcohol. That's why you drink a bottle of this stuff and you're like,
it's like drinking, what's that? Italian moonshine. What's Italian moonshine?
Limoncello.
No, stronger than that. Grappa. That's disgusting. That's why all the grandmas had mustaches. They drink the grappa.
They drink the grappa. Hairy chests.
How long you been in the acting business or the actual show business?
Since 1980.
Oh yeah? What were you doing before that?
What was I doing before that? In my mother's womb. What can I be doing? I was a young guy.
No, 1980.
I just got out of high school.
Oh, all right, great.
I was a model for a while. I didn't like that business. It's too not my style. Then I got on soap operas. Then I did some movies and some TV shows. And parts are getting bigger now that I'm getting older. Hope they get big enough before I die. Being on a series is fun. Being on this series is fun. I usually do play gangsters, but I have another movie that I just did. I play a sheriff in a small town out in Pennsylvania who's fighting the heroin epidemic.
Great.
And as we know, it's a very big topic nowadays because our kids are dying. It's like right here, we have a 9/11 every 2 weeks in this country. So you guys got to stop.
Tough subject, but I say in my stand-up routine, we need to implement the way things were back in the day. You don't put your kid in timeout, you spank your kid, you beat the shit out of him, he will grow up straight. because we never had problems when we were going to school. We never worried about anybody coming in with a gun,
No.
going to shoot your friends. You were worried about the big guy going to punch you in the face.
My
when you
father would have beat the crap out of
Yeah.
me if I was doing anything. It's the truth. We've become too soft a society, and I don't want to get heavy on the subject matter, but
You're getting the trivia.
go ahead.
Tony Novello, here's the trivia. The COO of CBS is Maddie's nephew, Joe Lanello. A little trivia. What is that?
He's the COO, the Chief Operating Officer
Of
CBS. Yeah, I heard it, but I didn't really know it.
Oh, so the real Maddies.
Yeah.
Oh, no
Maddie.
kidding. Joe
No,
Lanello.
the real Maddie died in 2012 of natural causes, by the way. So I don't die. I live on this show.
Especially in that time of year.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
85,
Yeah.
I'm alive.
It's true.
High
Yeah,
five.
the life expectancy
So
of a wise guy back then was not very long.
What's it like to get a phone call saying you got a part in the movie called, you just mentioned it, The Irishman. I mean, the movie didn't come out yet. It's got a lot
I
of,
auditioned for it, and I didn't hear from them for a long time, probably 6-7 months. So I honestly didn't think I was even in it anymore. And yeah, I got the call, and they said, "Why do you want you to be Albert Anastasia?" And I was like, "Good guy to be."
so
Very
right now,
interesting character.
the folks that are just watching the show right now, there's a movie yet to come out. Hasn't been released yet. It's called The Irishman, and this movie stars Robert De Niro, Al Pacino,
Bobby Cannavale,
Joe Pesci, right?
Joe Pesci. There's a lot of people in it.
And this guy is in that movie.
Hmm.
There, you heard it first on my show. Screw the news. First on my show. So can you imagine getting the phone call saying, "Hey, listen, you're going to be in this movie, and we're going to see Robert De Niro and Al Pacino and all these cats, and you're going to be part of that. And then the premiere comes down, you get to go to the premiere, and you meet all these people. In the meantime, you're in a TV show called The Deuce. This is some big, big acting credit. And now here he is having cookies and homemade wine with me in the basement. That is a badass guy." Yeah. I get it.
In fact, you got to give me a schedule so I know when you're home. I can stop by because I get home, over there. It's just me and my family. I may want to hang out and play cards.
Absolutely. We're going to do a lot
about that.
Well, we're going to be doing some projects together, everybody.
Do some stand-up.
He wants to do some stand-up, and I think, he does have stage presence. He does very funny stuff. I don't want to blow it, but the stuff that I was watching was hilarious. And I have some big concerts that I'm going to be doing here in the state of New Jersey for the next year, and I would love to have him on stage with me. And who knows, maybe a guy like me might do a little cameo on a show called The Deuce. You never know.
No, I want to put you in something. I do. Actually, I just saw you as a detective in a movie at the film festival. You look great. He plays a great detective. But look at him. He looks like one. Yeah, absolutely.
You know how I got a role in that movie? I was going in on the movie as a cop, and I was friends with the director. 3 days into filming, they fired the co-star because he was making all this money, and they couldn't get him out of the Weedabago because he was drunk all the time. So they handed me the script and said, "Just do it." And I'm like, wow, this is fucking great. And that's the way I got in the movie.
Hey, you know what I just found out? Bob, Silent J, is that it? Was it Silent J and Bob?
I don't know.
From the Kevin Smith movie. Help me out here. Is it Silent J and Bob or Silent Bob and J? Help me out, please. Somebody, anybody.
Right now, you're getting a hello from Australia.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Good day, guys.
Good day. How are you, mate?
Julie, how you doing? Nice to see you. This is Gary Pastore, unbelievable actor. What time is it in Australia?
It's tomorrow.
Wow, congratulations. Yes, congratulating you. Ooh.
Thank you.
Guess who I was talking today, Julia? Your friends. That's right. The guys from the Uncle Louie show in Carlo. Anyway, I always do shout outs to my fellow entertainers because we love each other, we stick together, and we have fun, and we enjoy, because show business is a rat race. You never know what the hell is going to happen.
No, you got to look out for each other, especially, see, the problem that I find.
There you go, your answer.
What is it? Silent J?
It's Jay and Silent Bob.
Okay, so they're doing a redux of Jay and Silent Bob, and this takes place in Jersey. I think, honestly, hey, Kevin Smith, if you're watching this, come on. What are you kidding me?
Yeah, what are you
kidding
nuts?
Me? What are you, nuts? You wouldn't have us two on it?
Yeah.
Come on.
Jay and Silent Bob.
With it.
Come on.
I'll give Jay and Silent Bob a smack.
Just slap him.
Give him a shot.
I'll whack him with a bat.
Oh.
We'll give him some wine, some cookies. Especially
some cannolis. Hey, look, he's got them.
You ever eat some Italian cookies? They actually suck. You're like, yeah, ma, this is great. And you're like,
yeah. Well, these are always a little dry for me.
Yeah, these are dry.
The sesame cucatzes. Anybody know what those are called?
I don't know. Yeah, okay, more trivia. Send in. Can you tell me what this is? This is only good if you have a really good cup of coffee and you dip that sucker like you went back in the day when you had Celadoro.
I like the Anizettos. Those are good. Those are good. Yeah. Those are always a little, I'd rather have a breadstick than eat that.
It's like a breadstick.
No, but it's not. It's a sweet breadstick, and it's a little weird.
Borderline pretzel.
I wouldn't want sweet Italian bread.
You seem to be getting all your questions answered. Let's see
What's that? What's it called?
Let's see what we got now. Half past the kangaroo's ass. Well, I don't know what that means, but that's okay. Susan Reddington, we went to high school together. It's nice to see you. Dave, thank you so much for listening. It's 8:30 in the morning in Australia. Happy New Year, everybody. There goes your buddy Vincent Lasavio. He owns the meat place, John's Meat Market.
John's Meat Market. The best. People don't realize Scotch Plains is this famous little town.
This is not a Pignoli.
That's not a Pignoli.
It's not a Pignoli.
Come on, I know. I love Pignoli cookies. Actually, I probably would have went off my thing and I would have had a Pignoli cookie. Those are them sesame shits, and I don't know what they're called.
Sesame shit cookies.
No.
There's Vincent Lasavio.
Hi, Vince.
We're both going to do a nice big shout out.
The best meat in the world.
Not only the best meat in the world,
best place in the world. And the best place to go because the people inside are very sweet. You go in there, you ask a question, they give you an answer, no attitude. But the sausages and the meat, oh my God.
Perfectly said.
In the summertime, I throw them suckers on a barbecue, and then I have lots of people coming and knocking and ringing my bell.
If you're looking to go to a place to buy some great, anywhere from cold cuts on down to the best meats and preservatives, not preservatives, what am I thinking of? The sauces. They make their own sauce in there, barbecue sauce. You should whack me for that.
No preservatives in John's Meat Market.
No preservatives.
You didn't mean that.
John's Meat Market on Park Avenue, center of town, Scotch Plains, New Jersey.
Excellent.
We film in there all the time. This place is so great. We got to go in there and do the podcast live because the characters that are in this place should be their own TV series, right?
You know what we have to do? I want to do a movie. I want to shoot most of it in Scotch Plains.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I want to do.
We're going to make it happen. Anybody out there watching, it's easy to sponsor what we're doing.
You got some cash.
And you don't need it.
We'll finance a movie. I'll bring all my friends and relatives in. Cousin Vinny, we'll put him in the movie. We got a lot of friends that are castmates. I know some people.
We know people.
I know guys. People. And I got a guy who knows a guy. There you have it.
Yes. And we know where to get one.
But this is in Jersey.
Yes.
No wonder why the Sopranos were so big, because they think that this guy's us all over the joint.
Yeah, but we're only right here.
This is the witness protection program.
Yeah, it's Scotch Plains.
Except that I never did that.
I never did time either.
I just on a lamb. This is where you come to go on a lamb, maybe. I hang out in your basement. They can't find you.
He says he's on the lamb, and you know what that means to John's Meat Market? He's going to cut you a nice piece of lamb. You're on the lamb, or do you want to eat the lamb? Because I know
I
don't
eat the lamb. I know. I do too.
Gary,
yes.
We're on the Johns now. Mike, fire up the grill. I'm filling in a few more bottles of homemade wine. I'm on my way over. Well, let's go.
Bring it on.
Because he's not eating no more.
No,
but we are. Look at all the friends and fans that you got writing in here right now on Facebook and Instagram. Hey,
well, they should come look me up on Instagram. Gary with 2 R's, Pastore. Well, it's Gary_Pastore. You want to be my fan? Show me. Come follow me on Instagram and we'll chat.
I was always uncomfortable when people follow you. You know what? You following me?
Well, I got a solution for following. You know what I mean? It's not smart to follow an Italian. Not in the dark anyway.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it as well with the Deuce that Gary's in.
Fun Deuce.
A couple other projects that he's in, and of course, the big movie that's coming out with De Niro and Al Pacino and all those great Italian actors who happen to be from the East Coast. I think Joe Pesci is from New Jersey as well.
Joey. Belleville.
Belleville. See, a
Frank
lot.
Vincent.
Frank Vincent. Well, rest
They
in peace.
rest in peace, but they grew up together.
Right.
They played in a band.
It's actually
Frank is the
amazing.
drummer.
I'm a drummer too. You
See?
play?
Yeah, I play guitar and sing.
Good. Well, in the next episode, we're going to have to jam.
Yeah, that'll be
A
fun.
little jam session. We'll play ourselves on and off.
Pat Denizio lived around the corner.
I filmed Pat's house today.
See?
Pat Denizio was the lead singer in the group The Smithereens. He's from Scotch Plains.
Another famous Scotch Planian.
Yeah, award-winning musician. Left the world a little too young. He's got his own street now. They got a street sign right in front of his mom's house.
Yep.
I was there this morning. I went for my walk this morning. I walk everywhere. I go to the grocery store, and I went by Pat's house, and I videotape, and I say hello to everybody. I say my prayers over at the church. I videotape the what do you call it? The baby Jesus and everything. What do they call that?
Nativity?
The nativity. I went.
What's up with you?
I get nervous on my own show.
No more wine for him.
No more wine.
You remember Nativity?
But these are great things to grow up around in a small town, and a lot of great talent like Gary comes out of the state of New Jersey, I guess, because in a way, I don't know, I always say that we live hard and tough, and you really got to be good at what you do to succeed.
I was born in New York City.
Oh yeah, is that right? Where? Manhattan? Oh, you're a Manhattanite.
I'm a Manhattanite, but I moved quite a few years ago. I lived in Staten Island. Oh, I had to get out of that place. The place is going to sink under its own weight. Too many people, too small a place.
Is it?
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm happy out here. Great schools, good for the kids. Great neighborhood. Everybody looks out for each other.
Here is a new fan joining the Gary Pastore fan base. Her name is Janet Enamorada.
Hi, Janet.
Janet, say hello to Gary. I know you have several times, but we've been chatting, so I haven't seen that you wrote. But I'm glad that you're a friend and a fan of Gary's now. And at this particular moment, since you're writing in and everybody's writing in over here at the same time about Gary and his career, let's go ahead and publicize Gary where we could see his work and Instagram.
Instagram, Gary_Pastore. There's 2 R's in Gary. At GP Actor. And Facebook at GP Actor, all one. It's capital G, capital P, and then Actor. And then I have a website, which it's cool. It's got all kinds of stuff on it. It's www.garypastore.com. And you can watch some of my stuff on YouTube as well.
And all your links are on your website?
Pretty much all my links are on my website. I don't know what's coming out, but if you look at my resume, I've been in every gangster film for the last 20 years. Goodfellas, Donnie Brasco, what else was I in? Carlito's Way, and every other one in between. The Sopranos, The Deuce. Yes, I usually play a gangster or a cop, but I'm starting to get better roles. I'm also on, you could see me in a comedy. I'm with Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, and Steve Buscemi in the film The Week Of on Netflix. You can watch that right now. That's still out. Please watch it. I need the residuals. What else?
That's fantastic. That is just an unbelievable body of work.
And I play a mayor.
In the industry.
Not quite a gangster, but a mayor. I guess politicians, gangsters.
All right. Well, listen, everybody. I hope you all tune in and check out Gary, where he's going, what he's doing, and all these projects that he's got out there, because you can say you've met him and saw him here on Live from My Mother's Basement. I am going to have one of those cookies in a little bit. We're not eating anymore, but in an hour, we're probably going to go to the diner. I ain't never going to eat again. Is that sausage? Bring it over. And then you know me, I'm going to be around touring and doing what I do, and I want to definitely involve Gary in some live performances, because that's what we should do. Okay, it's all fan mail. I was going to say, Gary, you have been in a lot of great movies, and The Sopranos, forget about it. Great work. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Say hello to Dave. Dave is a good friend of mine and a good fan. He always writes into the show. Dave, which state are you in again? I think he's in where they make the cars, the Chrysler. Detroit. Is it Detroit? Look at Janet saying, hit him with the back, Gary. He fits.
It's all right.
He fits.
I just laugh. He's hysterical, this guy. I could be like the guy who has to restart I go on stage with him, and he loses the thought of I'll be his bullshit. Come on, Mike.
Let's talk a little bit about Gary's personal life. Now we know everything about his career. You all know that he's in the area of, let's say, Scotch Plains, New Jersey, somewhere. We can't say too much about that because there are nutty people out there in this world.
All right.
But kids?
Yes. I have 4 children. My daughter Kayla lives in North Carolina, and my other 3 live at home. They range from ages 6, 12, and 14.
6, 12, and 14. Wow.
Yeah, and my eldest is 22. And my wife, Melody, is my doll. We've been married for almost 20 years. What else to tell you? I just love the neighborhood. I try and get involved in as much as I can here. I'm going to talk to Mike. I spoke to the mayor of this town. I would love to see some kind of an art group. Who's that? What does it say?
It's the guy, John Meatmarket, Pinto Savio. He's saying Mike Marino for mayor of Scotch Plains.
He should be the
Let him be the mayor of Scotch Plains.
I wasn't mayor.
I'll be the underboss.
Yeah. No, but I would love to see a theater here, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Something for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep your kids out of trouble. You know, my son's a basketball player and he's involved in sports. My younger son, I have a feeling, is going to be in the film business. He was in 8th grade. He made his acting debut in the movie 8th grade. So he's going to do well. And I think my daughter's going to be an artiste or an actor or a dancer or whatever. But she's got it in her as well. But I would love to see a theater in this town to keep the kids involved in the arts. I think that's what it's missing.
Yeah.
You know, I think Scotch Plains needs to have some kind of infrastructure, have people come. I mean, we have great restaurants. Darby Road's great, and Stage House is great. Stage House is a Michelin-rated restaurant, I believe,
yeah.
Right? Very expensive.
Great places. A lot of places in this little town that are just a lot of fun. Great people, nice people. It's kind of like going to, Chris Kringle town. Everybody's just really, really happy and kind.
Very chill.
No bullshit.
No bullshit.
Eventually, as we go and we grow, I'm going to have a big studio down here. There's going to be cameras all over the place. Next year, we're going to have a band. We're going to have more and more guys like Gary coming down to the show and lending their talents to the show. And then I'm going to keep on doing the tours that I do around the world. And when I come back to New Jersey, my first big event is going to be at the Count Basie Theater on May 25, which is a theater I've always wanted to play.
Place.
Finally got the phone call. They said, Mike, come on in.
Great place.
And from there, we're going back to the Paramount in Asbury Park. And from there, all down Atlantic City, and then back to NJ Pack in Newark, New Jersey, which is a stellar, unbelievable theater. Here's one of your fellow actors writing to you right now, Joe Cernio. I believe you know.
Joe Cernio, my man. What's up, Joseph?
Hey, Joe, how you doing, man? It's
Love
nice
you, bro.
you. Maybe, Joe, you come on the show.
How's the bakery, bro? Joey owns the bakery, yeah?
No kidding.
No?
Hey, Joe.
Asbury.
What the hell is this?
What's the name of this cookie, Joe? This thing with the sesame seeds.
The boxes here.
Yeah. What is this called? I don't like it. It's dry, and it tastes like a misplaced breadstick.
Well, look, now this man is saying you should be in my web series. You could be the vice president of Make America. We're going to have to ask him if he would like to do that. And
Sure,
Dave is saying he was from Cleveland, Ohio. So I had that wrong.
Cleveland, oh, okay. I've been there.
I was awful.
I like Cleveland.
Cleveland's
Good
great.
town, man. Fun town. Indians. Rock and roll Hall of
It's the
Fame.
look, here comes your Italian friend, Tony Novello. It's a Friscone.
Tastes like a sheep.
It's a Friscone. Tastes like a sheep. So we learned a lot about my friend here, celebrity actor, Gary Pastore. Not only is he an actor, director, writer, producer, he's going to be doing some stand-up with me. We're going to do some sketch comedy, and who knows. Oh, look, somebody else is saying, hey, we got that wrong. Bastonet Biscotti. Hey, Johnny.
We call it
Biscuit.
biscuit. So what's
That's
this?
not a
This is not
That's not a biscuit.
biscuit breaks your teeth. They're
Yeah,
hard.
it's-
You have nougat in.
You got to have good coffee.
Yes.
If
For
you
a
don't-
biscuit, you
to
dip
dip-
it in. Right. This is just, I don't know. It's just never done anything for
Did
me.
you guys all notice just how fast we both went like this? You dip
You
it.
dip it.
You dip it.
See? We don't even have to look at each other, you know.
Look at this guy, Johnny Masella. Mike, who's your favorite actor? Well, right now, Gary Pastore.
Oh, thank you.
Right now, Gary
Thank you.
Pastore is my favorite actor, and I want him to become your favorite actor too. So everybody who's out there watching in the show right now, which is really, really great, the amount of little hits that we're getting We're going to send this out. It's going to be rebroadcast. Don't forget, you could always listen to my show every Thursday night out at 8 o'clock here on the East Coast on ddvradio.com. And, of course, at 5 o'clock out on the West Coast, ddvradio.com. Listen in. And whenever you want, just go to www.italianamericanradio.com. They have great shows, great comedians, great hosts. Definitely listen to the show. And, of course, you guys can see me repetitively here on Mike Marino Live on my Facebook account. And
You go to LA a lot, huh?
I have to go to LA on this Sunday.
You're lucky.
Well, I have a place in
Lucky
LA,
guy.
and I have this place here. You can have my place and my keys, my car, whenever you want in Los Angeles.
Well, that's good to know, because if I get auditions, I got to go out there.
Yeah, you can.
I'll even stay.
Well, what I
If
do
you're
is
out there.
I have a place in Los Angeles,
Look at
and a
this.
car that I've had for 25
This
years.
is awesome.
And since I go out there and I play the Laugh Factory and I have things to do out in Los Angeles, I'm very, very bi-coastal. So this Sunday, I'm leaving for Los Angeles because yours truly did get a part in a comedy. This movie is called Pizza and Wine.
Well, that sounds like fun.
And I
Who's
play the young lady's uncle, and it's very, very funny. I look forward to going to do this movie. I'm going to do about 5 days.
Great.
As soon as I'm done, I got to go to Florida for 3 days. Then I'm going to entertain on a cruise ship back to Los Angeles, and from there, big, big show. February 2nd, everybody in Chicago, the Arcadia Theater. It's big. It's my first huge appearance in Chicago of this magnitude, so I hope everybody come out.
There's Italians in
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm good friends with Joe Montana.
Cicero.
Yeah.
Oh, Cicero.
We're going to make that happen. That's going to be
Montana's
cool.
going to be there?
Well, I don't know if he's going to be
He's
there, but
going
I'm
to.
hoping he's going to help me sell
a good
some
guy,
tickets. He's a great guy. You know Joe?
Very good guy.
Oh, good.
I haven't seen him in a long time. But
Great.
He's very good. He's one of us.
He's one of us.
He's one of us. Forget
He's
about
one
it.
of us. Happy New Year from Venice. Hey, go see your friends in Italy. Hello,
Hey.
Italy.
Come
How are you?
stai? Che fa? Buon anno. Ready from?
Ciao, Venice, Italy.
Venice.
And then there's some
Venice,
fans in
yeah.
Chicago, February
Hey,
2nd.
Chicago,
Don't
what's
forget.
up? Very good, man.
We're really
This
good.
has been fun.
It's a lot of fun. We're actually getting wasted. We had 2 sips of wine.
Yeah.
Our New Year's resolution is to not eat anymore, and we're going to the diner.
I'm getting a little stoned.
It's going to get a little schleppy.
Neat wine.
New York City's in the house. Gary, did you meet Michelle?
So,
Michelle who? Janet, Michelle who?
no, I'm not talking about-
Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about the character I play, Michelle? I don't know if you meant I think that's what she means. Yeah, that's for another episode.
No.
That's for another episode.
You tell me.
I do. I dress
No,
up like
I
a
wanna
drag
meet her.
queen. I do a drag queen and do
I
my
played
own.
that in the movie. That movie I told you about. Who's Jenna?
You're a drag queen?
Watch
You're
it.
Jenna?
Well, well, yeah. I don't want to get away.
Do you speak Italian?
Sì.
All right, there you go.
Che fai?
Professore.
Ciao, professore.
Espresso in Italiano.
An expression in Italian?
Shout out from Montreal.
Niente.
For those of you on Facebook, we're answering questions on Instagram. Shout
Is
out
that
from
good?
Montreal. Hey, Montreal. Ciao. How are you?
Montreal. Just watched the movie from Montreal. That's called Bad Blood with my friend Anthony LaPaglia. Very good show.
Now everybody's writing from Italy.
Sono. I can't see. I gotta put my glasses on.
Sono letto perché che in Italia sono la 2 di notte.
Qui in Italia sono le 2 di notte. Oh, that's this.
He's naming the cookie.
Cookie. No like. No piace di cookie. What do you call it? Sono le 2 di notte. Letto perché.
Yeah.
No like.
Yeah, we don't eat fish either. Well, I don't eat fish. Isn't this great? See how now we're 40 minutes into the show and everybody's starting to write.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to be able to talk to them. Hey, listen, again, you guys want to follow, and I really appreciate him bringing me here. Gary Pastore, Gary_Pastore on Instagram. Go on there. Friend of me. We'll chat. You know, I don't know if I can ever do this live stuff, but maybe I have to come here.
Even this guy is saying the same thing that we're saying.
What?
That no matter what, you go over your grandmother's house, you ain't leaving unless you eat.
Right.
It's impossible for Italians to leave without eating.
Yeah.
And here comes Rumatera. Or Nicholas, hey, how are you? Yeah, Rumatera is a band in Italy, and they have a hit single called Ciao.
You got a cruise coming up.
Yeah, on January 14th, I'll be on the Majesty of the Seas. We're going back to
You know what I'm
Cuba.
going to do when I go home? I'm going to go on your website, and I'm going to look at all these people that were on your show, and I'll talk to them if they want to talk to me. Because you're not going to have time today. So if they want to talk to me, they want to ask me questions, I'll go and talk to them and say hello.
You could do whatever you want. We're going to do that right now because we got to get ready to go. This is we're almost on the show an hour.
Wow, see?
I told you it goes by really fast.
Oh, it's the red wine.
It's a music with you. That's right. Yes, I am featured in a song. They wrote a song in Italy. This band, a great band, and they came to the United States.
Marino?
And believe it or not, they're actually singing about me in the song. And this one little part, it says, the guy wants to drink vino with Mike Marino in Los Angeles. And the band is called Rumatera. They're in Italy. That's one of their many hit singles. I was so happy that come on.
Gonna drink vino
With Mike Marino.
Mike Marino in California.
Oh, it's called Ciao Bella Bella.
Ciao Bella Bella. I like that.
Italian boys in LA. So you guys got to check that out. Get out of here. No, I'm telling you the truth. It's a music with you. Okay, fantastic. You guys are all really, really great. This has been a great show. We got to get going. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And don't forget, keep on watching the show, ddvradio.com. Listen to me talking to Gary every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. You just go to ddvradio.com. Check out Mike Marino live from my mother's basement. You could also hear us all the time on Italian American radio. In fact, I'm going to get Gary to go on the actual Italian American radio show in New York City with the guy who created and owns the whole station, Johnny Anello, who we all know as Johnny Mandolin because he plays the mandolin all over New York City. He's a great guy. He's actually the guy that made sure that I own the title, Make America Italian Again. Don't take that shit. That's mine. All right? We got another ciao. You listen in the moment. Ciao Bella. That's right. Ciao Bella Bella. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Nicholas. Very nice of you to be writing in. And I guess that's it. So I'm going to end the show. Grazie, everybody. Thank you very much.
Ciao Bella. Grazie.
Let's get another plug from Gary about where we can go to watch and listen to everything that he's got going on. One more time.
www.garypastore.com. GARYPASTORE.com. Gary_Pastore at Instagram, GP Actor at Facebook, and that's about it. IMDb, if you want to see what's on, you would probably know more about what I'm in than I know what I'm in and when it's on.
That's when you know you're working on it as an actor and a very talented actor.
Shooting Heroin next year, The Irishman, and Appalachian are the next 3 films I'm in that are coming out in 2019. And then The Deuce again.
And we're going to be doing something together again soon. So everybody, don't forget, make America Italian again. And remember the motto, you don't know nothing, you don't see nothing, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? Everybody, come on, write it while I'm going to say it. I'm going to get Gary to say it too. Come on. Don't take no shit from nobody.
Don't take no shit from nobody.
That was fucking great. Holy shit. I think your voice changed and everything. Bye, everybody. We'll see you. Hey, folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.